Hey guys, Caedrel here, jungler for XL, and this is my pro guide for Sett. So Sett is basically the most aggressive jungler you can kind of play in the early game. You really want to just get 3 camps, get to level 3 and dive anyone. He's kind of like an AD version of Elise who scales pretty well and is really tanky, so you kind of want to use your flash early, try to get some ganks, force the enemy team's flashes, then use your hex flash to try and follow up on those ganks. Your champ is really strong at diving, really strong at 1v1 and really strong in skirmishes. So for solo queue you really want to take phase rush. It's the most important rune on Sett, in the jungle especially, and hex flash is also the most important, so make sure you incorporate both of those into your solo queue games, as well as approach velocity so you can catch up to them. Mainly in solo queue, just look for as many dives as you can, look to force anywhere possible, just try to get leads anywhere and just fight people. So I'm just going to take you through a quick game that I played on the weekend against SK. I was playing Sett, we managed to win the game, so I'm just going to point you through my thought process and what I did throughout the game. So I had proper ward and I based with sweeper, very standard. Just covers early invades, sweeper's always good for ganks. So here I just wanted to full clear. Even though it's not that good on Sett, I don't really have many opportunities early game. I have a Vladimir top, so not much CC. Leblanc mid is good to play around, so looking mid most of the game is pretty good. And then bot, obviously I want to be around bot for mainly Drakes, 2v2s. If there's any hard trading, then I really want to flash on someone. But I'm against Nocturne, so if I don't full clear, it's a bit difficult to keep up. So yeah, just take all my camps here. Just do a quick full clear, boom, level 4. So with Sett, when it comes to clearing, just try to use your Q after your first 2 auto attacks to cancel them out. Get some good damage on the first buff. You want to save up your W for when the camp does a little bit of damage to you, and then you can use the full damage for it with the shield. And you really want to just do, I'd say in solo queue most of the time, just do like blue, gromp, red, and then just look to gank someone. You can always do blue, gromp, wolves, red, or red, blue, gromp. Something like this, any combo of just doing 3 camps at level 3 with red buff and just kill someone. You can always be a bit cheesy with Sett. You can kind of do like red buff into bot gank. It works most of the time, especially in lower reloads. But make sure you play it right, because if you play it wrong, it's a bit embarrassing. Make sure you run at them, flash E them into a creep, or just flash auto them and then walk up to them with E. You can always use your phase rush for when they flash away, so if you flash on them and get 2 autos and they flash, you probably procced your phase rush, so you'll be able to chase them down. So don't be hesitant if they flash away, just chase them. I base, I get Balmy Cinder. It's a pretty big power spike for Sett. Now I'm quite active on the map, I can dive. So after this crab, let's see what I do. I look for a Drake. We have good bot push. Enemy Zoe still has the base, you can see he's out of mana, so Drake's always a good option. On red side, quick Drake. Yeah, take my Gromp respawn. Now I'm gonna base for pinks. I didn't have a pink when I came out of base, and it's really important to have pinks. So I'm just gonna take my second Krugs, try to get level 6 as fast as I can. I'm just looking for a cheeky gank here. You don't always have to pull off a gank, but if you sweep out a laner's ward and you run away, they're always scared, because they have no vision. So yeah, here we get a play in bot, so I'm running to see if I can pick something up. Try to get on Zoe, a bit difficult. But you can see our vision is really good. We have 3 pinks in bot side river. I just really want to maintain that. Okay, let's skip that I missed the pink there, that's a bit cringe. Yeah, so now we're going for a full swap. Drake's down, and we had not very good tempo on bot side, so we went for a full swap. So it's a bit of a 5v5, but we're a bit late on this. It's a bit hard to get the engage. If I was to flash in here, I don't really have a target. I mean, Bard is walking up a bit, but I don't think we have that much follow-up. Kennen has ult, he has flash, he has ignite. Zoe's on the flank with bubbles, so at the moment it's just a 50-50. I thought I could get the auto attack on the eye and smite it. But yeah, we just lantern out, nothing really happens. Kind of sucks for us to drop Herald against a team comp with Nocturne with an ult, but we're just slow on the map, so only thing I can do now is just farm up a bit, get a good base off. And Drake is spawning soon, so I want to be bot side. So you can see my bot lane pushes out the wave. They move with me into bot side river here. And Zoe, I think Zoe steps up a bit too far here. I could have gone a tiny bit earlier. But here I go for the flash E on her R. And then she picks up a flash, so I just commit to an ult here. Fortunately, Special got hit by a bubble, so he gets taken out as well, I think. Oh no, yeah, he gets chased down here. But because they're chasing him, we get a free Drake, so not bad overall. Having 2 Drakes at minute 13 or 14 is really, really strong. So on Sett, you really want to go Cinderhulk first item. Blue Smite is kind of the best, unless you're against like a Lee Sin or a Kha'Zix. Red Smite could work. But Blue Smite's really good at keeping up with the enemy team with your Nimbus Cloak. You can just run at them with Blue Smite. You'd want to go Dead Man's Plate after that because of the movement speed it gives you. And then after that, it's just full tank, Stone Plate, Randuins, Warmogs, anything that you think is good against the enemy team comp. Some Magic Resist maybe. And Swiftness Boots, don't forget Swiftness Boots. So yeah, just gonna take another base here, get my Cinderhulk. I'm really strong. Just trying to cover top here. They have Herald. So when enemy team has Herald, you kind of want to cover it, try to stop them getting the full plates off. So here we go into a bit of a fight. I think Bard could have died there. Oh, he does die to Senold. Good job, Patrick. Nice snipe. So we get a kill for it. They don't really get the tower, which is really good. That was their objective. So denying the enemy team their objectives is really important. If you don't have an objective in mind and you have nothing to play for, just think what the enemy team can play for and just try to shut that down. So we execute a pretty good play there. We shut down their win condition of getting top tower for the Philios, but the tower is 1 HP, so eventually it's going to fall. So what we should look to do is try to do something on the other side of the map, but we're just scaling up right now, just catching waves, trying to match them as much as we can because we have pretty good scaling. We do want to force a bit, but at the moment we don't have teleport on Vladimir and they have teleport on Kennen, so if there was to be a 3v3, 4v4 on top side, Kennen could just TP up and we could probably get aced if we play it badly. So we're just taking the game a bit slow here. We gave up a bit of things already, so we kind of have to give up a few more things. They're going to start up this Herald. This is where I lose the next fight. Cringe. I missed it. Close. But yeah, that's the second Herald. So normally, the first Herald normally goes down for plates on either side lane because mid doesn't have that much plates early game in a competitive game. But the second Herald is always placed mid most of the time. It's really hard to crack open mid towers in competitive games just because of wave clear and macro. So having second Herald around 50 minutes is really important for the second mid tower, for the first mid tower, sorry. But this is our third Drake. It's 16 minutes in and we have a third Infernal spawning, which is really big. That means we could have Dragon Soul point at 21 minutes, ideally. So we really want to fight this. So my eyes as a jungler right now are on the Drake. I don't care if we go 2 for 1, 3 for 1. If I get this Dragon, they're forced for the rest of the game to play around the Drake. This Drake is a huge win condition for us. If I get this Dragon, then obviously we're on Dragon Point at 16 minutes, so they have to contest every Drake. So in the team fight, I'm just trying to survive. My eyes are just on the Dragon. I'm just looking at the Drake as much as I can, and then it goes down enough for me to get the smite on it. I think it's about here. I get it. And we get the kill onto Nocturne, which is really good. We go 2 for 1 actually, so we win the fight and we get Drake, which is the most ideal thing, you know. I mean, I expect us to lose the fight because they have big spikes on Kennen and stuff, but yeah, we have pretty good pressure on the map now. Now we can start to push our advantages a bit more. I think Leblanc is at a power spike and you really want to play around your power spikes, so when Leblanc is 1.5, 2 items, she can really take over mid game, which is this stage of the game. Vladimir, he's still scaling a bit, but we can still kind of play to pressure bots. So my objective here is bot tier 1. We haven't gotten the tower yet, but Leblanc is winning into Zoe. So all I'm doing here is making sure Nocturne can't get on my Leblanc. I didn't actually have any vision on him, so I didn't know that he was sitting here, but me and Toria cleared the vision. Just allows Leblanc to push in bot, get the tower, just basically pressuring them out. But yeah, I need to keep up the farm because obviously I'm a level down now because I'm running around the map. So just keeping up the farm, keeping up as much in camps as I can against Nocturne is really important because against champions like Nocturne, Evelynn, Karthus, Graves, Kha'Zix, these kind of scaling champs, you want to make sure that you're kind of even at least while making plays instead of just being super far behind. So here we're just trying to contest as much vision as we can because obviously vision is the most important thing in the game. If they can't see where we are, then they're obviously threatened. Bard ults me here for some reason. I just get lanterned out, not a big deal. It's kind of big actually because Bard ult is quite effective against Senna, so they kind of misplay that a bit. But the Dragon is spawning now, and this is the soul point. So now my eyes are only on Drake. I don't give a f in the team fight. I don't care who dies. I don't care if I die. That Dragon is mine. So I'm super focused on the smite here. It's kind of hard to just commit to the Drake because obviously they want to contest it. And if they get a good Kennen ult or a good Nocturne ult on my carry and they get one shot before we can finish the Drake, then obviously the fight is tough. But you can see here Kennen tries to flash in here. If I was to ult Kennen and take him out, then I wouldn't be in the pit for the soul. So, I mean, I get chain CC'd here, I get stunned, and then I'm blind, and I get feared, but my eyes are still on the Drake, I don't care. So I get the smite. I stole Felix's lantern here, I think. I could have saved him if I gave him the lantern, but yeah. So we go 2 for 3, so we lost the fight, but we have Dragon Soul, so huge. Then they get Baron, I think. I don't really have any vision on it. I do now, but I can't get in the pit because I'm sleeped and then I'm Bard ulted, so sucks. I can't get the Baron. Get Nocturne's flash, not bad, but yeah, sucks to lose Baron. But the most important thing is we have Dragon Soul now, so that's gonna last the whole game. Their Baron's not gonna last the whole game, so now we play Turtle mode. Just play safe, give up as little as possible when the enemy team has Baron. Try to find fights, because normally when teams have Baron, they wanna get your towers, they wanna play macro, so you just have to go full brawl and just try to fight them. In this case, we don't really have good engage, so we're just gonna scale, clear some waves. What did they get with the Baron? They got a bot tier 2. Well played to them. Good job. We have Infernal Soul. See you in the late game. So now their Baron buff is almost wearing off. They have a bit more pressure on the map, but we're scaling. We have 3 items on Senna soon, almost 3 items on Vladimir, almost 3 items on Leblanc. Oh, there it is, 3 items on Leblanc. So now we're turbo spiking. But Elder Drake is spawning, and Elder Drake is obviously mega broken. So we have to fight Elder Drake. We found it difficult to get into the pit. They have Zoe, they have Aphelios, they have Bard, they can kind of poke us out here. So we try to maneuver ourselves in a way that we can get towards the pit while still being together without getting AoE down. Because if we commit all in through a choke and they cannon ult on us, we're all dead. So we had to kind of find a way by just pushing them slowly out into the pit. Luckily Special kills Genax. He stepped up too far and LeBlanc pops him, so now I feel kind of free to just walk up to them because we're 5v4. The problem is, again, I have flash, but I can't really find an engage. Christ goes in here and chunks them out, which is nice, but he kind of wasted ult now. He missed it, I think, so we're on the back foot a bit, but we still are 5v4, so as long as we just stall it as much as we can, we should be able to get the Drake. The thing is, I can't let it reset, so if I let the dragon reset and they keep screwing around with us for another 30 seconds, Cannon's just going to TP back in, and it's going to be rough. So obviously the communication here is we have to finish the dragon, and if they want to take the fight, let's take it. So it's kind of hard for me to walk up and engage because I'm too low, and if I die, they can get the dragon. So here we notice Nocturne's kind of split, so here we're calling to burst it, but we didn't think about Bard Portal, but luckily we stopped it. Euron kills him. Then I get the smite. Zoe tried to steal it with her flash, Q flash, which is quite a lot of damage, but luckily we get the Drake. Then we get Zoe, and then we get Baron. So we have Dragon Soul, Elder Drake, and Nash. I'm pretty happy. We're just gonna pop them in team fights now. So we play a 1-4, push in mid, LeBlanc pushes in bot, and then what we do is we catch the next mid wave, and then we move to LeBlanc. So I'm playing a bit aggressive here. We get the mid tower. So what we did there is we played 4-1 in a way that we cover Vladimir to push mid. LeBlanc safe bot, she pushes in that. And then we shift with 3 people from mid to bot. And then we play on LeBlanc's lane because she can threaten the tower and poke. I think we kill Zoe here in a sec. Or we kill Nocturne, he oversteps. And then we can kind of end. I mean, we're 5v3 at the point when Nocturne died and Zoe and Aphelios died. And we have so many buffs that we can just run at them. And yeah, we just end the game. So when it comes to team fights, you can play Sett 2 different ways. If the enemy team's carries are really fed, try to look for flanks. Maybe you can get a flash over the wall and ult them into your team, kind of like a Lee Sin kick. That's mainly the way you want to play it if the enemy team has stronger carries. Whereas if your team has the stronger carries and you're fed, you really just want to ult their tanks. Just get them off your carries and just force them onto the enemy carries. If you can get a good ult onto like a Scion or an Ornn and just get them onto 3 people and then bring them together and use your W, that's really, really effective. But make sure that when it comes to Sett, you save your W. Don't just use it straight away. Get it fully stacked up on the grid, get the yellow W onto someone's face, and then use your phase rush to escape. So that was my guide to Sett jungle. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and hit that bell button.